just again, because we know each other and trust each other, what are some of the major reservations about gays in the church, gays in religion? What do you hear from people? What's the talk? What are the problems do you think people have with that?
On a whole, I don't think they talk so much about gays marrying each other and stuff like that. They don't. They just keep it to themselves.
Okay. Who else would sort of want to comment on that?
Well, they have always been there, whether identified or unidentified.
Okay.
They have always been there and been a leading figure in the church. If you look at your offices, look around at the people who are in the church already, and be asked them to be honest about what they are. They probably are gay.
Oh yes. Okay.
So if you're surrounded by them and you don't, and you a little bit insist that you do know it, and you know and they don't bother you, why should it bother you if they made themselves, if they outed themselves?
Okay, that's an interesting point. Are there some similarities between racism and being anti-gay? Are there some similarities both religiously and otherwise? Do you see some similarities between the two in terms of what we as black people have had to undergo?
No. I don't think you can mix the two.
No, okay. Say a little more. What?
No. Slavery was imposed and people never let go of you because of their reason. They inserted something called Jim Crow.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
After they freed people, they inserted something else, and they decided that they want them to have something. It's a prejudice. It's a meanness.
Okay, that's interesting.
That really can't be explained, really.
Okay. So
seeing somebody suppressed below nothing and see them rise above is not, and being of color, you want to have, it's like you want to hold something against a person or something, and you want to pull them down for something. It's really not weighing nothing. You wonder how could you help somebody that's so much and almost drive them out of their mind by taking it. You take away your language. You cannot speak your language.
That's true. That's right. Of course, we were deprived.
Nobody can be caught teaching you.
That's right.
How to read and write.
Yeah.
And you were just stripped down below a person.
Yeah. That's one of the.
And that's a deep seed that nobody can really explain.
Have you ever opened up like this before? Have you had a chance to talk about this at St. Martin?
No, but I've thought about it.
I think it's a popular song where somebody has these lines: "If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right."
Right.
And I sometimes think about that there is something about love. Now, here's what I would say: that there's something about love that is beyond control, and therefore, if in fact I love another man, or if I love my wife, Grace.
Yeah, it must be.
It's deep in. By the way, Grace and I will be celebrating our 55th anniversary in November.
Wow.
So yeah. So she's put up with me for a long time, hasn't she? You know. Yeah. But that's interesting, and you make that comparison. I guess one of the things that I'm concerned about, particularly in my older years, is how we tend to use the Bible to bash people. I mean, it was used against us as black people. It was used against women. For instance, now you've got your present pastor. This is not the first woman you've had. No. Let's see, what was her name? She died. Reverend Finley. That's right. Yeah, but you know that there was a time when Methodists did not ordain women. That's right. In fact, we didn't start ordaining women until 1956. And again, people sort of reached into the Bible, and you remember where, of course, where I think again it's Paul who said women should be silent in church. There's an interesting little story about women because women. Women, there's in terms of sports, there was a story. Women referees. I mean, there's some women who referees now, and there was a Catholic school in somewhere in Minnesota, where a woman referee came to wrestle. I mean, not to referee the game, and they wouldn't let her. They would have so that kind of prejudice. But anyway, Well, it's interesting to just have this kind of informal conversation. Thank goodness